Hello everyone. Today we will see how we can calculate net present value, that is NPV, and internal rate of return, that is IRR, in Excel. So let's start. This is our data set. Here we can see the first column is denoting years 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 0 means current time, that is today. 1 means at the end of 1 year. 2 means at the end of second year. Okay, this way. 5 means at the end of fifth year. Expected cash flow is the cash flow that we are expecting, that we will get after this time. So 0 means minus 700. It means that today, definitely we have not started the business yet, so we will not get any cash inflow. We have to incur only cash outflows today because we have to buy assets. That's why today there is only cash outflow. It is minus 700 for in this example. At the end of 1 year, we are expecting that we will get 200. At the end of 2 year, we are expecting that we will get 210, and this way all the values are done. Now, to calculate the net present value, we will show you two different ways. Okay, so I'm showing you the first way, that is we have to calculate the present value of each of these expected cash flows. Okay, so for this one, that is minus 700, the present value is the same, because this is the present value. This is we are spending today, so it is uh, the same as this one. The present value will be this one. So some people may write like this, just is equal to, but because we will include a formula here, because we are going to paste formula in all these cells also, so we are not going that way. We are giving the formula is equal to this one divided by 1 plus interest is this one. So I am selecting this, then closing bracket, and to the power 0. Okay, so when I will enter this, okay, and I'll drag this until this place, then this formula will be copied. And as we know, Excel is a dynamic software, so in every cell, all the cells which is not locked will change accordingly. Here we can see that B2, that is B2, it is taking B2 here. So if I drag this in this cell, the first value will be C2. Sorry, it will be B3. In this cell it will be B4. So if I drag this cell will be changed accordingly, because this cell is not locked. 1 is a constant, so it will be same in every cell. B10, here we are selecting B10, that is interest rate. If I drag this, it will be B11, but we can see there is no value in B11, and we want to include the interest rate in the formula, so we have to log this cell. So we have to log this B10. So we are selecting this, and B is the column number and 10 is the row number. So we have to put our mouse cursor between this the column and row, and press F4 function key. It's a function key, F4 from the keyboard. We can see before the column name, that is B, a dollar sign is added, and before the row uh, number 10, a dollar sign is added. When a column is locked, a dollar sign will be added before the column. When a row is locked, it will be the dollar sign will be added before the row. So we are locked both the column and rows. So now we are ready. And A2 here, A2 is denoting years. So if I drag this, A2 will be A3 in the next cell. It will in here it will be A4. So we are not changing that, we are only locking the interest rate cell. So enter, and this way. Here we see that there are so many numbers places after the decimal point. We are keeping only two values. Okay, so the first method is, if I just add all of these number, we will get the net present value. So I'm selecting this cell is equal to sum So we can see our net present value is 276.95. So what is the use of net present value? How we can use it? After calculating the net present value, if we see that the value is a positive number, that is it is more than zero, then we can say we should accept the project, because in that case our internal rate of return will exceed the interest rate. Okay, so definitely this is a positive value and we should accept the project based on net present value. Now I am calculating net present value again in a different way, is equal to, so here we don't need to individually calculate these values. We can do it in a formula. First of all, we have to select this cell. Okay, that is the cash outflow, then plus, then we should use a form function. This is the function, then opening bracket. Here we can see uh, rate should be given. Okay, rate is selected, comma, then we can see value 1 comma value 2. That is, we have to give all the values now. So from this one to this one, I am dragging uh, from this place to this place to select all this data, and closing bracket, enter. It is showing as a percentage. I am making it general again, so I am selecting this, and from here general, I am uh, keeping the uh, places just 2 after decimal. Okay, now we can see both the in both these methods we can have the same net present value. Okay, now how we can calculate IRR? It is very simple than calculating NPV, is equal to IRR, then opening bracket, we have to select all the values involved in this project, that is from starting to end, from outflow to inflow. I'm selecting all the values, closing bracket, enter. We can see we have got 19%. So as we know, that if the net present value is positive, it will give an internal rate of return which will always exceed the interest rate, that discount rate. Okay, so we should accept this project, because in both the NPV or IRR wise we should accept this project. So we are adding a condition here, so that it can give us the decision automatically. I am starting with if condition formula, then logical test. If uh, this one is greater than that, than this one, then you should show accept, otherwise reject. The reason I am uh, giving inverted comma between accept and reject is, if you include any text values, then you have to include the text value within inverted comma, single or double. Okay, so the formula is completed, enter. You see accept is showing. Okay, so our net present value and IRR calculation is done, and our the result is already appearing. Now we can add some designs here through conditional formatting. uh, I'm selecting this conditional formatting. I'm saying text that contains, if the text is showing accept, then it will be filled with green fill, dark green or green color, and also with green text. Okay, you can see, because this is accept, background is green and the font is green, we have selected that. And if it is reject, so what it will appear, it will appear in red colors. Okay, so we are selecting, we have not selected that yet. Now we are selecting, I am selecting this cell, conditional formatting, text that contains reject, then it will be filled with light red, filled with dark red. Okay, Okay, but here it is not showing because still our condition is showing that it is higher than this. Okay, so let's make it manually. It is 6%, so let's do it 5%. Okay, enter. You can see it is showing reject. Okay, I'm going one step back. So this is how we can calculate net present value and internal rate of return, and eventually we can accept or reject any particular project. So that's all for today. Thank you very much.